Hey friends, it's me, MentalMommie. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so sorry that I have not been recording lately. So if you're seeing this, I'm happy to be here today. If you stay in the state of Georgia like I do, you know that it is August and so school is starting back. And so these last few weeks have been just lifing. But I have managed to be stress-free and mentally well along my journey. So that's the great part. So now I'm here to jump back into my Mental Mommy sessions to talk to you about how to be stress-free and mentally well so that you can enhance your interactions with your children so that they can be more positive and make sure you have great family dynamics. All right, let's jump right in. So today's topic is going to be about rethinking your parenting. So, as you know, I'm a mom of six. And so, as I have grown, my parenting has grown. So, if you have younger children, I want to challenge you to understand and to know that it's okay if you don't have it together. You trying your best is always going to be the most important. Okay. Try not to beat up on yourself because you don't know what you don't know, and you're doing your best for the first time. So for me, I did not have the privilege of having my mom to support me because my mother had passed when I was 6 months pregnant with my son, who is now 20. So I didn't have all of the motherly wisdom, but I did have her wisdom from the standpoint of the awesome experience and the awesome mother she was to me growing up. So I was able to learn more and see more and do more for my children. And because I would always think back to who my mother was and the type of love that she gave. And at times, the type of love that she possibly didn't give. So I grew up not getting a lot of hugs. And I sort of felt like I wasn't loved, which was okay because now I know that my mother did the best that she knew how to do. And coming from an emotionally and verbally abusive grandmother, I can understand why she possibly didn't show up in the way that I felt that I wanted her to or needed her to at the time. But what I've come to do is I've learned how to reparent and think about my parenting strategies for my own children. As I've grown, I've noticed that each of my children are different. If you are a parent of multiples, you will soon see and understand that no child is the same and no parenting is going to be the same. That's the part that can be stressful at times because you have to sort of navigate children in different ways. You can still have your core beliefs and your core boundaries, but when it comes to their social emotional needs and their way of wanting to be loved and their way of needing your attention to validate who they are as you nurture and grow them will be totally different. Out of all six of my children, everybody's needs are totally different. Everyone's personalities are totally different. I don't have to discipline in the same ways. I don't have to talk to each of the children in the same ways. And so, what I've noticed is this allows my children to be independent and more empowered in who they are as children. And being an educator, we want to make sure that our children have a voice, that they're seen, and that they are heard, and that they're confident. Many times in the world of education, we talk about, oh, our children can't read, or the school system this and the school system that. Yeah, to certain degrees, that's true. But most importantly, the constant theme that I've seen over the last 25, 24 years is that we need our children to be confident. And confidence just doesn't come when you meet a new teacher and you jump in that classroom. It comes from coming from a space in a home where you're loved and you're nurtured. And so for me, it's important at my house to build my children up, to build their confidence, to help them understand how to validate themselves so that they can be awesome human beings and they can see the greatness that resides in them each and every day. So, what I would challenge you to do as a parent is to understand that it's okay if mid game you have to change how you parent any one of your children. Number two, remember that not all children are going to be the same, and it's okay. 3, your boundaries and your morals, values, all of those things, those can stay the same, but the way that you nurture and love your children is going to be important when we pay close attention to who they are as individuals. Because if they know that you, as their parent, have valued who they are as an individual, then they won't expect anything less from anyone else. And we know that that's going to be a super important and valuable resource for them as they continue to grow older. And last but not least, try to help your babies make sure they have confidence, because this confidence just does not just stay in the home. It travels with them to school and everywhere they go. And in order for them to use their voice and not be taken advantage of in a world that is so cruel at times, we have to give our children the voice. I must say there were times where I did not necessarily give my children the voice or knowledge that they needed. But once I realized that I needed to, I quickly turned it around and reparented in a different way and started sharing with them information they needed to know. And more important, letting them know that I love them, I value them, I see them, and that no matter what they do, we are going to get through this together because I love them. And so those are the things that have helped me be stress free and mentally well and enhance my relationships with my children. Try it, it worked. And if you need help or support, just know that I actually do have a parent coaching program. You can find it at innovationagesconsulting.com. And on the right hand side, there are tabs, and you can find parenting. And then under that section, you can see all of the resources and parent coaching that's provided. So if you need help or just want to talk something through, let me know. I'm here to help and support. Once again, this is MentalMommie. Talk to you later. Have a great day.